Hello to all of you, the seasoned few. If you guys don't know what we came here to do, let me tell you, we're going to be exposing how to make your custom universe storyline driven, how to completely overhaul the system to do what you want it to do and get the results you want. Because I think a lot of people blame the game for something that's actually their fault. They want more storyline. They don't know why the AI is not doing exactly what they tell them to do. Like, well, that doesn't make sense. That's not the storyline. Well, the storyline doesn't have the algorithm put into the game yet. You haven't done anything to tell the storyline. So that's what we're going to teach you guys today. That's what we're going to expose is storyline driven CPU here in WWE 2K25. So again, we like to do this live, no lies, because I know just because kayfabe in wrestling is a thing doesn't mean you can do it here. Doesn't mean that you should be lying just because wrestlers do. People have some weird excuses here in the WWE community, so we won't talk about that. We're here to talk about this right here, the move sets. Okay, so the move set is literally everything. If you do not have the moves, if you do not give the computer the tools to tell the story, then they won't tell the story. And again, have you even written down what story you want to tell? Is it a big guy versus a little guy? Then why is the 6'1", 210 guy picking up the it doesn't the 300 pounder? It doesn't make any sense. Then the storyline's ruined. What's the point of him being bigger? What's the point of Rey Mysterio going up against the Giant if you have your stats set to where he can suplex him? If you are gonna get mad at the computer, you got to get mad at yourself first for not giving it the tools. So the story I'm trying to tell, of course, is my son's character, Savage Spike, has based his entire moveset around attacking the legs, right? And so the reason that is because another gentleman's entire style is based around a defensive moveset. Yes, he has trained his AI to not waste any stamina, to use his reversals properly. He literally has trained his move set and trained his AI to create a defensive style that is almost unbeatable, because he knows that once you lose all your stamina, you get hit with a signature finisher combination, which his goes right into it. He has a forearm smash right into a wonderful eviscerator, the eradicator. No, I'm just kidding, man. But listen, Totes, get in the comments, drop down what your actual moveset is called, so they can click on your link and go to your show as well. So again, if we talk about it, my son's finishing move is the anchor, the calf crusher, the 4-leg clover. At some point he will land, which is his big move, but he's all about the legs because Totes Magotes' style, and he has exposed this before, has a flaw, and that flaw is the fact that his legs have to be weaker to accommodate his head strength, his hard head style, because he also knows that everyone uses head hunting. Just no one actually targets the legs, so he knows he's safe. Hold on, I gotta turn my AC off. Oh my god, that's loud. I don't know if you guys are gonna pick that up, actually. I am curious to see if that picks up on my new mic here, so we're excited about that. But anyway, guys, again, moveset. What story do you want to tell in the moveset? And I apologize if the AC is like killing it right now. Am I even live? Because again, we go live, no lies. Again, the community sometimes can be a little finicky. So today, this morning, we're going to be talking about some major stuff. Yes, we are. Okay. I wonder how I sound too, though. How do I sound? Because no one's here this morning, so we're gonna. How do we sound here? Amazing. Ladies and gentlemen, after your move set, you got to go into your superstar, okay? And then once you go into your superstar, you're going to want to go into his his outfit, you know what I mean? Because also, are you a demon from the darkest parts of the darkness? Everyone runs that stupid storyline. Nobody wants to be like an animatronic robot or, something like that. Beep, bop, boom, boom. No, just be a good guy who fights for honor and justice. Simple as that, man. It's the hardest thing to do in this world, it seems, is to just be a regular guy. But when we talk about statistics, movesets, all that matters as well. People want to just crank their character up to 100 because that's what's going to matter. I want him to win. Truly, you cannot have a good match because you do not even really want to have a good match. You just want to win. So that's also the psychology of it, the self-reflection of it all. You can't even put on a good match because you can't even honestly talk to yourself about what you actually want. So what I really want is an actual good match. So what I'll do is I'll crank his leg strength, arm strength, grappling. So he's got a lot of good offense, right? But no running offense, no aerial range. Power submission, of course, he's a submission guy. A lot of defense. Everyone in my universe has 100% body, arm, and leg durability at 100. Pin escape as well. Everyone in my universe. I feel like that's a thing that you have to do because then it allows every character to have a base level, right? So your pin escape, there's no excuses. You're at 100. And that's why a suplex doesn't beat a regular guy, right? It allows the computer to not be beat by a regular clothesline, but also it can also be one tapped by a finisher if you go into their body and manipulate that. So that's a little tip and trick as well. Their body hit points is a little secret. We won't get into that tonight, but if you know, you know. Arm, boom. He's going to be a striking guy, a reversal guy. He's going to take a lot of damage. Technical submission defense. He can also, but look at the low stamina. Look at the low agility, the low movement speed, the recoveries quickly because he's a big guy. And a little bit of sauce for you guys. If you want there to be realism in your universe, stop having your guy hit 12 finishers in one move, in one thing. It just doesn't work unless you're telling that storyline of a grinding submission style match, which is what I want to see out of this character, Savage Spike, against the one, the only, Totes Goats. So now, also, your tendencies matter. Look at this, all right? Light grapple, heavy grapple. Now, this is through hundreds. That's what they'll tell you, right? Oh, I've played it hundreds of times. No, 30. It was 30. We did 30 tests, and now we have the proper amount of AI tendency. Like, I manipulated so many of these things to figure out what a submission-based character is, right? And a submission-based character is not just based on these AI tendencies, it's also based on your CPU tendencies. So all of this matters. Every single piece, your move set, the character's looks, his AI tendencies, the game's tendencies, the match, the people you put ringside with them, what their beef is in the universe. It all has to match to tell the story. And that's why I know some people can't do what we do, because first off, even if you wanted to do it, it's just too painstaking to go through it to make the match realistic. So tonight I'll teach you how to do it. But now you cannot lie to yourself and say, I didn't know how to do it, so I couldn't do it. So you're like, yeah, you know, hey, listen, today I just want to win some matches. Just say that to yourself. Don't get mad at the game. Just say, hey, I wanted to win some matches today. So if you guys want me to explain this, I will quickly go through it. The thing that really turned it up was the instant recovery being low, right? So he keeps his stamina. The pin combination tendencies need to be high because every single time your character goes for a suplex and he can pin, he should. Why wouldn't he? Right? If you're trying to win the match, then you should go for a pin every chance you get. So when we talk about weapon usage, I always crank my weapon guys up, because that tells the AI, hey, use your finisher on that table and light it on fire. Right? Possum attack, that's not really him. I'm not going to have him doing that. I'm not going to have him wasting his stamina on that. Not going to have him wasting his stamina on instant recovery. Everything he does is going to be defensive reversal based, right? And I like my combo tendencies to be high, but over 70 for sure. 80's okay, but then you have to choose which move you actually want your character to do. What move do you want to see him do more? Do you want to just, he can do everything. He can do everything, man. He's got Tyson. He's also like Adesanya, and he's also like Capoeira. Like, come on, man. Because then you can't tell a story like that. Okay, so you're the taskmaster. You can just take anybody's stuff and do everything at any time. Okay, well, I'll just cheat you out. How about that? Low blow. Bing, and then what? What are you going to do? You're going to copy that? Now you're going to do the low blow? And then you just become a cornball, right? Because now you're just in the high, you're a copycat. And the crowd won't even want to see you. I wouldn't want to see you. And then you wouldn't want to see yourself. Horrible matches. So again, let's talk about it. Light, heavy, I'm going to have him do a lot of light strikes. I don't want him wasting a lot of time and stamina on heavy strikes. I want him wasting his time on grappling. Lots of grappling. Ground striking, never. You do not want them doing a finisher like a power bomb and then trying to stomp the guy after, because then they're going to reverse that stomp and then completely no-sell everything that went on. Good morning, Witcher. Good morning, Witcher. Yes, let's talk about it. Come on, Witcher. Yes, let's talk about the fact that we cannot do your payback anymore. So your storyline is completely out the window, unfortunately. So we'll have to grapple with that later. Haha, pun intended. Ground grapple, 100%. Yes, if you are a submission-based wrestler and your character does not have ground grapple tendency at 100, you're useless. He needs to constantly go for submissions. He needs to constantly go for the ground grapple when they're down there. Environment grapple. Okay? This has to happen. No dive tendencies at all. I'm going to leave him with a little lenient on Savage Spike because he's young and he really likes to watch his character kind of do, every once in a while he'll do like a in-ring springboard. So we'll let that happen. Limb targeting has to be high as well. This also opens up a plethora of moves you probably never seen your AI do before. So let's crank those up. Running attack, I love that he has a diving chop block. So we're just not going to oversell it every time. If I crank it to 100, yeah, he would win matches all the time, but it is definitely one of those moments where you have to understand how to book the match as well. So if he's doing that chop block 100 times, then it's gonna be like overkilling it. It should come out of nowhere. Unless he's a bad guy, which I don't think Savage Spike is. If Savage Spike was a bad guy, sure, maybe we could crank it up and he'd do it again and do it again and do it again. No, he's doing it because, I needed to do that. It was necessary, right? Not that I'm a bad guy and I want to ruin this guy's career with multiple chop blocks. He's not trying to end his career. I needed to do that to get out of the fact that Totes is the boss of all bosses. Dodging for this kid, we're going to keep it at about 40 because, again, he's agile, he's young, the possum attack, all that, boom, bok, bing. All right, so now that we've dealt with that entire thing, paybacks are a thing we'll talk about because Witcher is in the comments right now. Unfortunately, Witcher, your payback has been deleted. The whole soul siphon thing is not there anymore, so we're going to have to find a new way to get your character. I think maybe we're going to have to go the opposite route with it. Like, you may have to not be the Dark Witcher anymore until they get that soul siphon back. I just don't know
for keeping straight
what
on my storyline and letting me know.
No, it's okay, Witcher. You're in like 7 different universes. It's easy to get confused, But that's why I'm telling Dub C, this video's for you, by the way, if you've made it this far. Dub C, shout out to you, man. He's the reason why I made this video. So thank you for him for pushing me. I love fans that are like, that push me. That's what this whole thing is about. They're like, Jordan, hey, Solo, we can see that you can do this. Like, and we're excited. Like, we're excited to see what you do with this here. Like, I have an idea. You should do a slider video. You're right. I should do a slider video. Here we are 2 months later, right? Sorry, buddy. But I really wanted to write all this down, get it together, and get a list of things to tell not just Dub C, but the entire world how to create these amazing matches. So again, we did moveset, we did superstar, outfit, AI tendencies, and so now we're going to go into the game itself, which plays off of those AI tendencies from your character. So let's do the whole balancing sliders. Let's do those first before we go anywhere else. These are my current sliders, right? All of this goes into a very slow match. And it essentially takes away the entire, how do I say this? It takes away almost like 60% of the AI's moveset, right? So in any given moment, let's just put it that way, right? So in any given moment, a computer has an option. It's not actually thinking. You guys understand that, right? Like, the AI is not actually thinking. There is no computer that is just that strong where it's like, you know what, this is the best moment to do this. This is the best moment. No, it has an option of moves that gives the mimic of thought. So if it's dodging, right? It's not that, it's reading it's like, yeah, I have this option and I'm going to use it. It's the computer mimicking thought, right? It's not that it actually is thinking, it's a computer mimicking thought. So let's talk about how you get the computer to not think so much. Have you ever seen your computer be going for a combination and then all of a sudden, right in the middle of it, it turns around and looks for a springboard because it has the option to do it? Because it's not actually thinking, it's mimicking thought, and it turns around to do a springboard and it doesn't make any sense. Absolutely ridiculous. Gets punched in the back of the head because he turned around in the middle of a combination. And then people get mad at the game. So again, we're going to take away the standing strike reversal rate. Why? Because I don't want the computer to think about doing it. Don't stand there. Take a shot. Now, you guys know that the computer can recover very quickly. People recover very quickly in this game. Standing strike reversal rate, that's a different story. Push this up a little bit because this is a submission-based universe. Again, storytelling is really what we're talking about, right? And when we're talking about storytelling, that means we need time to tell the story.
Hey,
so, what's up, digital dogs, man? It's nice to see all my early birds out there, man. I really don't have much time before I have work. So, actually, I got a little bit, about 15 minutes. So, we're going to quickly crank through this. Standing strike reversal rate, everyone that knows this, someone like Digital Dogs is someone perfect, right? So, like, if you have someone like Digital Dogs in your universe and he happens to have in his moveset, right? In his moveset, if we go look at Digital Dog's moveset, does he have a moonsault in there? Does he even need a moonsault? He should not be in a moonsault. Yeah, I mean, I'm a little, yeah. I think I have dogs in here. I have old dogs in here, so we'll see if Dogs has any springboard moves, right? And so he doesn't. Do you see what I'm saying? So we could put one on there, right? And then that would be stupid. For Dogs, someone that's 400 and something pounds doing stuff like that, it would just make everyone that's little seem useless because, a 400-pound guy can do it too. If I see a 400-pound guy do a buckshot lariat, then what is the point of a 200-pound guy doing it? There's nothing you can do. It completely ruins the kayfabe of the universe. Anyway, that's really what we're here to talk about, though. Is like keeping a story-driven universe mode, and so without having a conversation with yourself, a conversation with what you actually want, a conversation with realism is, and like, maybe you expose some self-reflection of yourself here. Need to do high reversals, not too high, just a little bit because, boom, I want some submissions being reversed, boom, 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 but then I need you to lock it in too. No striking, stand there, get punched in your face, that's wrestling. AI ground strike reversal rate, well, this is higher than usual because I need people to survive. I've noticed if I have this too low like I usually do, people won't survive. So there are some people that know self-finishers because sometimes, a lot of the time now that I'm not really afraid of it, the ground strike reversal, I used to crank this all the way down so that even if someone did do the stomp after a finisher, the computer would still not reverse it. So this is almost a double tap on that no sell of a finisher that we talk about all the time. Someone goes for their finisher, the AI power bombs a guy, and then goes for the stomp before the pin. And for some reason, I don't know why they do the stomp, but now we know why. Because the ground strike of your AI tendencies was all the way up because you wanted them to fucking hit every strike. Now the computer doesn't need to think that much. You need to tell the computer, do not do this, do not do that, do not do this because I need you to do this. Now that also plays into your opponent. So all of these...
Solo play my promo just for fun.
No, not right now. No, we're not doing that right now. Ground reversal rate. So again, like the foreign object attack, all the situations that have to do with a storyline in the actual ring, right? Ground strike reversal rate, usually a little lower, but we're going to keep it up because I need people to survive. Ground grapple rate, the same thing, right? We need people to survive. So we're going to crank it up to 50. So when it does get busy, people are going to do a lot of reversing, but it's going to look good. And then boom, someone's going to lock it in.
The ropes, but like Kane did, but flying over the ropes, no lol.
Yeah.
Not
It's
right now, of course.
AI
sir.
foreign object reversal rate. No. If someone's gonna come at you with a chair, it needs to be rare that someone reverses that, right? It can't just be everyone. And then again, you're no selling the chair. Now we're no selling the chair. Grab breaker rate. This needs to kind of be at 50-50 because when they start doing all the when you start doing all the combo breakers as a grab, it gets pretty serious. Like the AI is pretty damn good at this. So it needs to be 50-50. And and it's so awesome to see them go back and forth. Like a 50-50 computer doing grab breaker, it's awesome. It goes on forever. AI combo breaker rate. Here we go with the idea of the computer throwing strikes at you. You need to stand there and take it. But if the computer, so it's twofold, right? So these two go together. The combo breaker, once the computer sees you're in a combo, it can save itself, right? But sometimes you have people like digital dogs who don't have combos and they literally are just slugging you in your face. So you gotta kind of like remember that there's more than just one match that goes on. You're not just booking the balancing sliders for one match, you're booking it for a whole universe, but then your character is based in a certain match as well. Combo rate, low, right? There we go. Combo rate is low, but your AI tendency combo rate could be high. So this allows the computer, if you do not have it in your AI tendencies, then you won't do it here. That's the way you control who's a combination fighter and who isn't, right? Who's a slugger, who's a kung fu guy. You got to tell the computer from jump, hey, you cannot do this. No one can do it unless your AI tendencies say you can do it. Submission based, tell your story. We already talked about it. Please, guys, I mean, listen, maybe I'll crank it up just a little bit more for everybody out there. But if it's a finisher, it's a finisher. You know, if it's not, it's not. It shouldn't. Like my dive rates, like people have been finishing people with off the top rope moves lately. And it's been great to see. There it is. There's truth. No strike rate. I mean, you know, maybe 25, maybe get a little bit more strike, but again, the computer's gonna strike. The computer's gonna want to survive. The computer has to survive, so it's gonna throw strikes anyway to survive. But combination, blah blah blah. We're telling a story. One punch. The computer's thinking, what should I do next? Maybe the other computer's looking at them too. Like it's telling a story. It allows the computer to tell a story. And the one thing I do want to happen one day is for two of the computers to just taunt at each other. For it to just have no other option but to taunt. It's awesome. Running attack rate. I don't want everybody running around. That's stupid. Dodge rate. I need it to be a little bit high, but it only needs to happen if your AI tendencies tell it to. So again, we're taking away the computer's options. Trading blows rate. Hey, listen, if you're into that 100 times, do it, but I'm not. It needs to be like, okay, that should only happen in maybe 1 to 2 matches out of 7. You guys all know what that is, man. That's storyline right there. Referee downtime, superstar downtime. All that stuff right there tells a storyline, right? A lot of countouts can happen because of this, but we'll talk about that later on when it comes to game choice, easy, normal, hard, all that stuff. You guys know I like to have signature, finisher, reversals. Stone Cold Stunner, reversing to the rock bottom, reversing to the Stone Cold Stunner, reversing to the rock bottom, right? And again, a lot of people come here to do my universe mode and stuff, but today, again, this is for sliders and the people out there that are, you know, creating their own universe. This is again for dub seat, weapon reversal, stop no selling my chair shot, stamina cost, guys. This is where you see the storyline really come out. Are they tired? Are they tired? Are both of them down? Oh my God. Oh my God. You know, that's the moment you want.
To say hi.
So it's definitely a moment of truth, ladies and gentlemen. And we'll, again, Witcher, if you don't hear what I'm saying, there's a lot we have to work on. You do not have Soul Siphon anymore. So your whole, this matters. You know what I mean? Like you want me to play your storyline. You want me to do all this, but I'm telling you, your storyline's gone because you no longer have Soul Siphon. So what are we going to do to tell the story that you're some mystical beast? You're some new mystical powerful witcher. You have no Soul Siphon. They took it out of the game. So my YouTube short when I was like setting up Soul Siphon, because you've seen yourself do it at Totes Magotz's universe, that's gone. They took it out of the game.
Your
so
dogs is big, so he would get gassed quickly.
Right, exactly. And that should be a thing. He should be like, oh, taking a knee every once in a while because he's big as fuck.
Why?
Yeah, I don't know. Dark Witcher, you gotta look it up. Look it up. You know what I'm saying? Look it up. It's a crazy thing going on right now in WWE, but it's unfortunate. It's even the game didn't want to see your storyline. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. They took it out. They're like, you can't have that storyline. Stamina recovery rate low, because when they are down, I want them to stay down. But any lower than this, then the match just kind of like is unpredictable because they don't have enough stamina to recover and actually work. Right? They just die. It's the break line of keeping your character at the bare minimum to tell the storyline, to slow down the pace of the match so that people have to taunt, people have a chance, and when something actually happens, it actually matters. Let's just say someone interrupts in the match, hits you with a chair shot. Guess what? Your stamina shot, bro. Your stamina. And what is even better is when they're both laying down and a cutscene happens. Oh, come on. Come on. Well, I know. See, Dark, that's what we're going to have to figure it out. We're going to have to figure out how to tell this story because it's going to be a weird moment if you can't soul siphon at the end. If in the end you can't like do the mystical soul siphon, it's like, ugh, kind of kills the payoff. Stamina recovery rate, again, we talked about it. Rollout frequency. Listen, I don't really like it that a lot. Like that, it should be in-ring action. It should only happen with heels. Rollout duration. If you do roll out, you need to stay there for a little bit, but it also gets us a lot of countouts. So I think that rollout duration is what kind of causes countouts. So get guys, hey, Totes Magos is in the booth. I was actually hoping that Totes would get in here so you guys could click on his universe. I only have a couple minutes left before I gotta go to work. But
hey, Totes.
There is,
Toes waving hand, medium skin tone.
A lot of questions that a lot of people wanted to ask me about building a storyline here tonight. Today, guys, I'm going to leave you with Toast Magoats and Savage Spike, and that's what this whole storyline, this whole kind of sliders is based off of, was making that.
I had to really adjust the sliders.
Yeah, it's been really difficult, I think, for everybody, trying to judge where to put all of this stuff. So again, I've explained a lot of it, guys. Dub C, here it is, man. I've explained all of it for you guys. You guys should understand now why I've been trying to build these sliders, what I'm doing with these sliders, why your character has to be built a certain way. And again, universe mode is built a certain way as well. So in the end, guys, I do appreciate it. I probably will leave you guys here for about 15 to 20 minutes with this match. Hopefully it can go on, but I have to go clock in at work. I got to go do some stuff. So if you guys, I'm going to leave you guys here to chat. My mic will be muted. And we will be having a great episode next. I'm telling you, Toach, it's going to be you attacking us backstage, the girls, okay? I don't even want to show it to you right now. But guys, you have to understand play mode and universe mode are two completely different things as well. If you guys really want to do play mode and do, random matches, yeah, sure. That will work. Like, it will be random. But universe mode has this way of taking all of everything that we just did that I just showed you with the sliders and interweaving it 100 times even more intricately because of the ally system, because of the division system. And if you're not setting up your divisions, they're 100% different. And so and I think it just has to do with the in-depth of each of these divisions, right? Look at that. Jakai should be up there too, but because he's the tag team champion, he's not. Jakai, got your new outfit. Calm down, buddy. I get it. Everybody's so excited to be someone dark and evil. So here we go, guys. Please get in the comments. We just talked about, oh, that's right. This just shouldn't be a brawl. I don't want this to be a brawl. I want this to be a regular match to tell the story that I have been talking about for the past 15, 20 minutes. This is the storyline that, again, took place in the ring not too long ago perfectly. Yeah, guys, again, I'm going to leave the chat open for you guys. It will end randomly here in about 10, 20 minutes. But this is just proof for anyone here that's not from my show. Dub C is the one who wanted me to make this video for him, and I appreciate you, brother, being really adamant about pushing me. I love you guys to death. Stay seasoned, and, I'll see you guys next time on the next show. Oh, and again, that's why we do this live, so we can't lie. A lot of this community, man, Totes knows it too. A lot of these guys out here be liars. You hear me? They be liars. Absolutely, Totes. I'll holler at you. I know I just told everybody about that damn Witcher storyline. It's probably burnt now. Peace.
birthday is tomorrow. I'm excited. Nice happy early B-Day girl. I am enjoying the 2-week Fed rivalry though. What's up, Prime? How are you today? Happy earlier birthday, Clint. Have a great birthday, Clint. For sure, it's never really been done where both acts have really built it. Normally it's a one-sided affair. Yep, agree totes, this is different and it's fun. Beaming face with smiling eyes. Dogs and Chilai really work together well, fighting the SSU guys. So far we've won one match, hopefully that will carry on. Can I come to TCW if you don't mind? I need to talk Witcher about my birthday. Yeah, it is going to be an amazing Royal Rumble event after Christmas. I look forward to the totes.
Here is your winner.
That's a lethal finisher move. The extraction. Its crazy spike is built by moveset to attack Toad's weakness, but that means his character's weakness is also my strength, so it is crazy T. Absolutely.